The dawning is here, our yearly Christmas event. The sexiest gilf in all the galaxy has returned, and she's bringing some pretty good rewards. The weapons look pretty interesting, the reward pass is actually very rewarding, and tier 5s are raining. So without wasting any more time, let's cover how this all works and how to quickly get to baking. Now to start the dawning quests, as per usual, you're going to head to the tower so that you can talk to Grandma Eva. When you speak to her, she'll give you the dawning quests, which is going to be pretty straightforward. The first step will task us with using the holiday oven to bake a gift for Commanders of Valor. When you pick up the quest, you'll be given the holiday oven along with the materials you need in order to bake the first cookie. Now, for those who need a quick reminder, you can access the oven via your inventory screen, and it'll be up in the accessories tab at the top of your screen. Along with this, you can also view the oven within your quest tab and the event home screen within that last tab on the left side. Now, from the oven screen though, all you need to do is go into the recipe slot and bake a Doodle. And once you've baked that cookie, you can then head on over and gift it to the man himself. Now, after doing this, that step will be complete, and you'll be tasked with heading back to Eva to let her know that you gave Zavala his cookie. Now, while you're here at Eva, your quest will then update, and you'll have to purchase an upgrade from Eva to progress the quest further. You'll see these upgrades right below the Dawning event home, and that first upgrade can be purchased for 20 Dawning Spirits. And this upgrade gives you the ability to pick up 3 boons of friendship each day right here from Eva. Now, after this step, you'll be tasked with running the new Dawning Snowball Fight Crucible game mode. That's right, guys. We have a new game mode, and it's all about snowball fights. No weapons, no abilities, just you spamming snowballs and snowball supers. Straight up, it's kind of fun. I actually had a good time playing it. You're in third person, so definitely rock your best drip. Maybe even rep some Christmas stuff. Now, once that match is completed, your quests will update, and you'll have to claim your first event rank reward. You'll head on over to the event home screen, just like all of our other events, and down here at the bottom, you can redeem that first reward, which happens to be an Aurora Trail consumable. Now, we do have some other interesting things though that are present on this reward pass. You've got emblems, you've got materials, you've got some weapons, some Ingrams, along with iridescent Ingrams, which if you remember back in Rite of the Nine, that's what these Ingrams are. Essentially, what these do is that they drop cosmetics from Eververse that you don't already have, which is really nice. You also have some holofoil weapons, an exotic sparrow, a ghost, a ship, and a shader as your final reward. Now, once you claim that first reward, the quest will progress once more, and you just need to head to the tower, talk to Eva again, and pretty much at this point, you're done with the original quest for this event. But you do have one more quest that you need to complete to get your oven masterworked. This quest is called Cookie Delivery Helper, and all you need to do here is bake our 2 new cookies and then deliver them to the respective vendors. Now, one thing to keep in mind for this event is that if you're out here baking different kinds of cookies, your consumable inventory slots are going to get filled up very fast, and eventually anything you bake is just going to go straight to your postmaster. So I definitely suggest giving yourself a few extra consumable slots in that inventory so that you're not sending stuff to your postmaster by accident. Now, back to Cookie Delivery Helper. The first step has us baking a dark matter drizzler for Dean Rebecca on Kepler. Now, in order to bake this cookie, you're going to need 1 ether cane, 1 dark frosting, and 15 essence of dawning. Now, ether cane comes from killing fallen, and the dark frosting comes from killing enemies with stasis or strand damage. And then your essence comes from activity completions. Now, again, at any moment, if you want to look up where these ingredients come from, right here in the oven, guys, you can go and look at all of the ingredients and their sources. Now, for those of you that do not own Edge of Fate, you can still find Dean Rebecca in the Caldera Solo Ops activity. And for those who do own Edge of Fate, you can load right into the Caldera load zone. Now, once you deliver this, you'll then have another cookie to bake for the next step, which is this peanut butter paw print that you'll need to deliver to Archie. Now, this will require 1 dark ether cane, 1 balanced flavor, and 15 essence of dawning. Now, dark ether cane comes from killing scorn enemies. The balanced flavors come from getting kills with bows, sniper rifles, scout rifles, or pulse rifles. And again, essence comes from completing activities. Now, once you collect those ingredients and bake the cookie, you can then head on over to the tower, and you want to make your way to the annex, and you're going to deliver this cookie to Archie right here. And while you're there, you might as well give him a little pat. After this, all you need to do is then head back to Eva and then complete your quests. You'll be given 10 Dawning Spirits, 90 Essence of Dawning for you to use how you want. But the biggest reason why you want to do this, guys, is that if you've played the Dawning event previously and you've baked all of the other Dawning cookies, you now have the ability to masterwork your oven. And this reduces the Essence of Dawning costs to bake cookies. I highly advise, before committing to making cookies, you definitely go out of your way to masterwork your oven, as this will save you a lot of materials. Which takes us to Dawning Spirits. Dawning Spirits is a material that is required to purchase these upgrades. Now, you would have already purchased the first upgrade as you've done this quest, but we're going to cover the rest here. The second upgrade is called Quintessence, and this one costs 20 Dawning Spirits. But the upgrade says that activities grant bonus Dawning Essence, which is massive. The upgrade after this is called Season's Spirit, which costs 20 Spirit as well, and says that activities grant bonus Dawning Spirits. The fourth upgrade is called Bountiful Harvest, and it says that you can earn ingredients by completing orders and donning daily challenges. This upgrade also costs 20 Dawning Spirits. The fifth upgrade is Essential Harvest, and it states that you earn a small amount of Dawning Essence by completing orders and donning daily challenges. This too costs 20 Dawning Spirits. Now, the next upgrades are all tied directly to the snowballs themselves. Now, these also have to be bought in sequence. The first one is called Long Winter, which says that it increases the duration of slow effects applied by snowballs. The next upgrade is called Longer Winter, and it says that it increases the amount of slow effects applied to targets damaged by snowballs. Up next, we have Stay Frosty, which says that snowballs leave a stasis mine on impact. We also have a really solid one here called The Gift That Keeps on Giving, which says that shattering frozen targets causes them to drop snowballs. And last but not least, we have the Longest Winter, where snowballs instantly freeze targets damaged by them. All of these, by the way, cost 10 Dawning Spirits each. Now, you may be wondering, Cross, how can I lock down Dawning Spirits? Really, the easiest way, at least to get it passively, is to have the Season 12 ship, the Starfarer 7M. This ship comes with the perk Spirit of the Season, which says that it grants a chance to generate Dawning Spirits whenever you find a Dawning ingredient. This is a must-have if you're going to be grinding the Dawning, guys, as it literally just nets you free extra Dawning Spirits while you're gathering ingredients. Now, this takes us to farming this event. What is the best farming method for weapons, Dawning Essence, and for ingredients? Now, in the past, the whole gameplay loop of the event was to earn ingredients by defeating certain types of enemies, which are your green ingredients. And by using specific weapons, elements, and abilities, you will gain those blue ingredients. Now, you also need Dawning Essence, which is earned by completing activities, and you then take your green and blue ingredients, as well as your essence, to then bake your cookies. And then you deliver those cookies to their associated NPCs for rewards, as well as Dawning Spirits, which can be then used to focus for weapons, as well as purchasing those upgrades from Eva, which in the past has some great upgrades, such as being able to get event weapons with multiple perks per column. And this is still pretty much how the event works, except now we finally have a dedicated Dawning activity, that being the Dawning Snowball Fight. Now, there's definitely still optimal methods in terms of farming, but this activity is a great place to go, as you'll be getting multiple tier 5 drops, which includes Dawning weapons and Crucible gear. I was also getting around 29 to 32 Dawning Essence per activity with that Quintessence upgrade from Eva. And you can also get the Dark Frosting ingredient from the Snowball kills. Now, in case anyone was wondering, I don't believe you can get shiny drops from this event, as in drops with Accelerated Assault as the origin trait. Even though the Snowball mode is featured in the Vanguard Alert playlist, I was still only getting drops of the feature weapon Riptide, which yes, does have a chance of rolling with Accelerated Assault. However, if you have gotten a Dawning weapon with that Accelerated Assault origin trait, definitely let me know, man. Now, even though this is an extremely low stakes Crucible mode, you can still play other portal activities, with every single category having at least one, if not multiple activities with that distorted Dawning Ingram as bonus rewards. Now, some of these even had multiple Dawning Ingrams, such as Liminality, which had 3 Dawning Ingrams as its bonus reward. Now, focusing for Dawning Ingrams is going to be the other purpose of Dawning Spirit. You can do this from Eva's inventory in the tower, and it costs 50 Spirit per Ingram. These will decrypt into a random event weapon with a chance of rewarding a holofoil. Now, this is why you're going to want to bake cookies, so that you can get enough Dawning Spirit to then purchase these Ingrams on top of all the other Dawning rewards that you're going to be getting, which takes us to our farming strategies. In terms of Dawning Essence, which is earned from completing activities, in the past, the Shattered Throne final boss has always been the way to go. It would net you 21 Essence per kill on a boss. You can checkpoint trade, takes roughly like 2 minutes to load in and load out, kill the boss, and then load back in again. What's crazy though, is that one of the best methods for farming is actually just doing the first encounter of the Equilibrium dungeon. This encounter is very easy, very quick to do, especially if you have 3 people. You can even do it solo, and it gives you 80 essence per clear of this first encounter. On top of that, you're also getting drops from the dungeon itself. And if you followed our dungeon guide, you can attune to certain weapons if you're trying to target farm a specific item. Now, granted, you can run whatever activity you want. I was just really surprised with just how much essence was dropping from the dungeon itself. Now, in terms of ingredients, there is a lot of different methods as well, but I will just say you're going to get a lot of these just by playing normally. Still though, one of the best farms that you can do literally AFK is when the Shadowkeep mission in the deep is in rotation. Now, if you have a character who has not done the Shadowkeep campaign, or at least not done this mission, then perfect. Go farm away. But it does need to be the weekly Shadowkeep mission for the rest of us, which should be in rotation here in the next few days. Now, you can somewhat share the checkpoints, although it doesn't really save. You actually have to join up on someone who's already in the mission, but it's not like sharing like Shurochi or Shattered Throne or any of those other checkpoints. Now, getting to the spot though is pretty straightforward. Just progress through the mission like normal, kill ads, follow the markers on your screen, and then when you get to this point where your objective is to take the Hive cryptoglyph, you'll want to do so, and then you want to wait a few seconds for your screen to go black, and then just simply wipe. Now, once back in, you want to take the cryptoglyph, go to this corner right here, and if you're on a Titan, you can just literally just sit in a sunspot and kill dozens of Thrall over and over again with literally no effort on your part. Slap on a Loreley helmet, sit in your sunspot, and farm kills for as long as you want. Occasionally, you need to move your mouse or your controller, but this is a great way to just passively rack up a ton of different materials. Now, of course, there are other spots. You can do the Whisper mission. Some people like the King's Fall raid after Golgoroth. To each their own, guys. The only reason why I like this Hive mission is the ingredients allow you to have this self-contained loop of always creating a cookie, and then just having the sheer amount of ingredients dropping will also be feeding you Dawning Spirit passively throughout this process. Now, this takes us to the Dawning event home. This is the exact same layout as all of our previous event homes, but you can also get Dawning Spirits from your daily and weekly challenges. Dailies give you 5 Dawning Spirits. Weekly challenges are going to grant you both 30 Dawning Spirits and 30 Dawning Essence. You also have your Rewards Pass, which has Tier 5 Dawning Weapon Ingrams and Holofoil versions for the Arc Sidearm, Fimbulwinter Stitch, the Stasis Waveframe Grenade Launcher Permafrost, and the Void Adaptive Burst Linear Mistral Lift, all with new refresh rolls, some of them very, very good. And you also have your reward shop where you can spend event tokens to purchase weapons and Ingrams, which this time around, it does say the tier for these are in fact tier 5s. You even have your other normal purchases here like reroll chips, Ascendant Shards, and alloys, as well as exotic ciphers, enhancement prisms, cores, as well as glimmer. Now, throughout this event, you do have a chance to earn the Strand Micro Missile Grenade Launcher Gizmo Weft, which I'm assuming this will be a low drop chance throughout all of the Renegade activities, just like the Stasis Crossbow Submersion was for Edge of Fate. So guys, that is your Dawning event. We will be reviewing many of these weapons, as again, the refresh rolls are looking pretty spicy. Even things like Mistral Lift, which isn't exactly meta at the moment, it's got some really good rolls. And if we ever find ourselves back in a linear meta, god damn, this one's gonna put out. So guys, that's the Dawning. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.